Now, the Friday Football Final, brought to you by Laurel Hyundai.
Good evening. Welcome to Week 5 of the Friday Football Final. Highlights and all of tonight's scores coming up. Great games and great stories like our Laurel Hyundai Game of the Week taking us to Conemaugh Valley. Fire up those generators. Let there be light. CV officials tell me they want to make the first ever night game at Conemaugh Valley a yearly tradition. As for the game itself tonight, Shade taking on Conemaugh Valley, and Shade getting up early, not letting up. That was Tyler Klein punching it in to go up 6-0. Then it's Bailey Blackburn going 31 yards on this run. Start him at your flex position this week. It was 14-0 Panthers. On to the second half. Valley trying to stay in it. Brandon Galasso finds the end zone. Such a cool sight, though, under the lights tonight. Too much shade. Bailey Blackburn shining. 29-yard score. The Panthers win our game of the week. Great atmosphere tonight. Final score 32-7.
I love these kind of games, you know. Being on their homecoming, I knew there'd be a lot of people. I didn't know the turnout would be like this, though, but I just love playing these kind of games with my guys.
You know, our goal we talked about all week was going to 3-2. You know, we wanted to get over 500, and, you know, to play out the rest of our season. And, you know, I thought we come in and played really well. We played with a lot of emotion, and, you know, we come out with the win.
Huge game tonight in the WestPAC. 4-0 Berlin heading to 3-1 North Star. Berlin with the 19-12 lead in the third. Tommy Miller fumbles for North Star. The Mountaineers, David Krause falls on it. Ball over to Berlin. On the very next play, the Wildcat for Braden Fuffman. He runs right, doesn't see a hole, then shows why he's one of the top rushers in the state. Breaks back to the left, has daylight, cuts it to the middle then. It is a 75-yard touchdown. It's his third of the game. Finished with 309 yards rushing. Fuffman giving Berlin a 26-12 lead. Next series, Berlin driving. Cougars say not so fast. E.J. Custer's pass picked by Tevin Mostoller. Fourth quarter now. Cougars trying to get back into it, but Stephen Mart's pass is picked by Berlin's Tyler DeArmond. Berlin moves to 5-0 this season. 26-12 winners tonight.
We're together. We work as a team, and it's showing on the field.
The big games, big time players show up. So he showed up for us tonight, and you know, against teams with good defense like North Star, you know, he carried us tonight offensively.
Elsewhere in the WestPAC, to the reservation, Conemaugh Township, Blacklick Valley, both looking for their first win. Second quarter, Indian senior Jake Formica going far side. Boom, literally bounces off a would-be tackler, ends up going 41 yards for the touchdown. Later in the second, Cody Ovsenko will bulldoze his way in for 6 more. Township gets off the schneid in a big way, 40-6. Windber and Ligonier Valley met last year. It was not pretty for the Ramblers, losing 43-18. You know what they say, revenge is a dish best served a year later. Wait, what? Windber 3-1, Ligonier 4-0. Ligonier homecoming tonight. First play from scrimmage to the direct snap. Fooling our cameraman Kevin Landis. I'm putting you on the spot, Kevin. Jared Marizo going the distance, 70 yards, 7-0. Windber. Rams trying to answer. His quarterback Scott Fennell keeps it. He is going to come right at you. Makes a few more miss all the way. Gets inside the 20-yard line. Later in the drive, it is 4th down for Ligonier. Fennell cannot find anyone open, so he's going to take it himself. Ends up hurtling his way into the end zone. Rams stay unbeaten. They are now 5-0 with a 33-26 win. Elsewhere in the Heritage Conference, Homer Center's 5-0. They beat Blairsville 41-16. Penns Manor 35-6 winners over Marion Center. Salzburg 14-13 winners over United, and Northern Cambria tops Purchase Line 26-7. 4 games tonight out of the Laurel Highlands. Somerset in the same spot it was a year ago, unbeaten going into Johnstown. Would the Eagles be looking ahead to next week at Richland? They sure didn't a year ago, beating the Trojans 35-0. Hey, killer boots, man. Congrats to Johnstown homecoming king Josh Vitale and queen Sasha Schroll. Second quarter, Somerset going in for the score. Justin Wilco coughs it up. Hakeel Hardrick with the big bump there. J-Town into the half up 7-0. Third quarter, Somerset takes the opening kick. Second play, how about Matt Boyer? Hop on the chariot. He's carrying Trojans. 45-yard rumble sets up Dylan Barnes on the play action fake. He is number 1. All Eagles in the second half, winning 28-7. Richland beating opponents by an average of 40 a game, looking for a third straight win over Bishop McCourt. But on just the second play of the game, Blake Wade finds Jake Burgo for the Crushers. Breaking tackles like a fish. Daylight in front, a 59-yard touchdown, 7-0 McCourt. After that, though, it was all Richland. Tanner Solarczyk shifting his way in for 6. Two-pointer good. It's 8-7. McCourt then on a 3rd and 1. Jake Urban says you will get nothing and like it. Hands it back over to that prolific offense. Matt Schaefer finds an open Kyle Flick. Rams drop 70 on the Crushers, 70-21. Let's take you to Sidman for Forest Hills and Cambria Heights. Forest Hills homecoming. Sammy Smith, the queen, and her court. Third quarter, Ranger Sharif Blau making moves, barely touch, breaking out defenders, 52 yards, making it 35-0 Forest Hills. Cambria Heights on the move. Quarterback Richard LaGrosse picked off by Joe Donahue. That's quarterback on quarterback crime. You can't have that. Sets up a 26-yard run by Tyler Shima. Forest Hills with the route, 42-0. We wrap up the Laurel Highlands and Crescent. Penn Cambria on homecoming with looking there for their first win over Bishop Guilfoyle. BG starts off scoring in the first. Nick Little bowls over the defender from 9 yards out, makes it 7-0. 4 minutes left in the first. Sam McCloskey pushes it in from the 3-yard line, makes it 13-0. And the Marauders get on the board once again as Brandon Chadbourne keeps it. BG blanking the Panthers 35-0. Coming up on the Friday football final, a showdown in the ICC between Bellwood and Mount Union, plus so much more when we come back.